Always gotta have your coffee, guys. Comms juice. Alright, so in today's video, I'm gonna just give you a really raw and transparent breakdown of exactly how my journey's gone in high ticket sales. And really, you might get a few lessons out of it that you can replicate. So, where it all started, I got into closing about 4 years ago. And at the time, this was around, that sort of time where everything was a little bit different. And I was previously working for an airline. Okay, so I used to be a baggage handler. I was a lounge host for a while as well, so doing like check-in and all that sort of stuff. And it wasn't bad at all, but I'd always wanted to, do something online. And so I got to a point where, and you probably have this too, but got to a point where I had all these ads coming up on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook of all these like online opportunities. And a few things I did. All right, I tried like an agency, I tried trading, I tried a bunch of stuff. Now, trading worked for me, and it took a lot of hard work and a lot of grind to get it going. And that was technically my initial break. However, I had such a interest in business and marketing and sales, and I really wanted to, ever since a kid, I wanted to be involved in that side of things. Right, so the guy that taught me how to trade, the way he was selling his product and coaching people was that he would get people on the phone, he would sell them into those products, and ultimately he wouldn't do it himself. He'd have a team, right? And essentially that is where the opportunity comes for a high ticket closer. So around this time, as my trading was going well and things were sort of going crazy in the world, I was in Bali at the time, and it was getting to a point where I was thinking, okay, well, this is all good, but I want some proper stability. Like the trading income is very up and down. So I reached out and I sent the guy who taught me trading a message and said, hey, just curious, are you looking for anyone to do your sales for you? Because a few years ago when I was trying to run the agency, I'd already had a little bit of experience of running these high ticket sales calls. And funnily enough, it just so happened, I think I was pretty lucky, but he actually was looking for new people. Okay, and given that I'd already had success with his product, which, guys, by the way, isn't a requirement at all, but given that I had success with his product, it really gave me an edge getting started, right? Because, to him it was compelling. I was a good student of his who actually got results, so it made sense to bring me on. And this is where, I started working for him full time, all right? And really I started to really focus in on the sales side of things. Okay, now bear in mind, anything that I had ever done, marketing or sales wise or anything like that before that point hadn't worked for me. I'd had mild successes, but it really was nothing to write home about. And so I had this limiting belief of like, okay, I see all these other guys online doing this, but can I do it? And I think it's one of those things, unfortunately, until you actually go in and you do it, you're not going to overcome that belief. And so it was really a crazy feeling to me. Like, although I'd made money elsewhere online, it was a crazy feeling to me when I actually got the business side of it to work, i.e. high ticket sales, right? So in my first month, did pretty well. We just did a few test runs and trials and things. I think I probably made about $7,000 or $8,000 or so, something like that. Nothing groundbreaking at all. I know there are guys out there who are doing like $30,000 a month and stuff, and that's great. But yeah, I thought for my first month, look, if this is like something I can do remotely alongside all the other stuff I've got going on, and I can do it from my home here in Bali, because I'm from Christchurch originally, right? Freezing cold there, so I wanted to get out. If I could do this here from Bali, from a laptop, that laptop behind me, it's a workhorse. It's served me for years. By the way, guys, if you want like the best laptop in the game, MacBook Pro 14 or 16 inch, those are the best you can get in my opinion. But anyway, it really was all up from there, guys. Like I started getting coached by the top biller on the team. He really taught me everything I know, and so getting to that point of starting off as someone who had those limiting beliefs and didn't really believe that maybe I was someone capable of doing this, to now going on to basically this month doing 15k every single month of the year, just about. While it's not the biggest numbers in the industry, heck, it's a hell of a lot better than what a lot of guys are doing, working in 9-to-5s or stuck in sales jobs or whatever it is they do. The amount of work I have to do is so little in comparison to what they have to do, yet I probably make triple or double or triple what they do, right? So I guess this is why it's become really compelling for me to show young guys, 20 to 30 year olds, how to get into this, because I think it's just a world that people don't know exists, and it's a world where, provided you're in the right product, right, you're selling the right thing that actually is changing people's lives, because let's be honest, guys, there's a lot of bullshit that doesn't do that. But if you're in the right product, really you can go a long way, because you're making a hell of a lot of money and you're helping people. And so from here, guys, really I stuck with this company and helping this trading mentor for the last 4 years. I'm actually still there to this day because it just serves me so well. And I think this goes against one of the misconceptions in this industry as well, that things don't last, you've only got like a year in each role. That's definitely not the case. What it's more about is developing your skill to a point where that is your safety net. All right, because now, all right, classic camera died, didn't it? But now, because I've developed my skills to a point where, gosh, we're very bright here, aren't we? Let me turn that down a little. Now I'm at a point where I've developed my skills such that I'm pretty confident I could sell most things if I have a good understanding of the product. And that comes through being like a consultative salesperson, right? You don't want to be like that pushy Grant Cardone, Andy Elliott type, in my opinion. I'm sure that works, it's just not my style, right? Like I'm much more laid back and casual, and I think that's the way to be, because what we're doing is really understanding if we can help someone, and that's a whole different thing. But yeah, like when you develop your skills to a point where that you can pretty much go and get any role because you can sell basically anything, well, suddenly I think you can sort of rip a Uno reverse on all the guys telling you, oh, you're in a really unstable industry, or this is something that's going to fall flat for you, because not really. I mean, would you rather be in a 9-to-5 where you're a number, and if you get made redundant or something crazy happens, you're pretty much fucked? Or would you rather be someone who has that actual high value skill that not many people have, specialized knowledge, specialized skill, that you can then go and transfer into basically any industry in the world, because sales is the lifeblood of most businesses. So I guess with that, guys, that really brings us to where we are now. I mean, now I'm just starting to get into the foothills of teaching other guys, maybe like you watching this right now, how to get into closing and how to actually start becoming a high-ticket closer. And it's actually surprisingly easy. You don't have to have existing sales experience, although it helps. But we also taught people from scratch. So, like for example, myself, I wasn't in any sales role at all before I started. So I now live in Bali full time. You know, I guess when I was 18, 19, 20, this was like my dream to be able to live this lifestyle. And I would say as well, like once you get there, it's not as fantastic as you think it's going to be. But it's a hell of a lot better than clocking in and having to get up in the freezing cold, or have a boss breathing down my neck, or being in the grind. Like, fuck all that. Okay, so if that's you, and if this video resonated with you at all, what I compel you to do is click the link below in the description. Basically, taking a few calls, seeing if we can help people out, seeing if I can help them. If not, that's cool. We can just give you a game plan for the future and things. But ultimately, we're just starting on the foothills here of teaching others how to do the same. So if that's of interest, click the link below, fill out the application, and I'll see if I can help you out. But aside from that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's really all we got today, and hit the like and subscribe, helps out. I'll see you in the next one.